Hi there, this is Catherine Kingsley, and I'm from the Missionaries of God's Love Sisters. And with one of my other sisters, also Catherine, I'm about to launch a very exciting but sometimes terrifying project. It's a podcast called Contemplating Culture, a missionary walk through a secular age. And I've been, people are like, what are you doing? I tell them what I'm up to, and they say, oh, you can do a promo for the podcast. And I say, sure. And then I realized I have no idea what goes in a promo for a podcast. So here's my attempt at telling you what it is and why you should listen to it. So I guess a couple of years ago, I was studying at university in Melbourne, and I did a subject with Bishop Mark Edwards, and we looked at the book A Secular Age by this Canadian philosopher, Charles Taylor. And it's a big fat book, like 800 pages. We didn't make it through it all. And it is really, really important. Some of the ideas it talks about, it's kind of like the history and philosophy of like Western Christianity and its journey and how it got where it is and all the different kind of movements and forces within and outside throughout time. But then it's also the story of Western atheism, of how that has kind of emerged and what it looks like. And effectively, it then paints a picture of what actually is the state of our world today. And then it looks at, why is that important? And what's the job kind of for us who have faith moving forward? And maybe even if people don't have faith, to just understand a bit better the world that we're living in. And so I was studying this book and I was thinking, man, this is so interesting, but I don't think people are going to spend the time to read 800 pages to get it all. And so I kind of set about on a little project. Step one was I'm very visual. So I was just like, in my mind, working through the different ideas and concepts and just thinking about like, what does this look like visually? So I created these little cartoons. And I guess this podcast is the next step beyond that, like taking those cartoons, my understanding of the ideas, and taking them into conversation with Kat, who hasn't read the book, and seeing, how they hold up. So this is effectively like with Kat, your way of getting all the insights of this really great book without having to read it. It's kind of like book club, but like podcast club. So you can join in by yourself and just listen in your car or on the train or whatever on your daily commute, or, just take out some time of your day as, some good meaty input. Or you can actually do it like a podcast club and, grab a mate or two and sit around and listen and then have some conversations. I think it'll be really fruitful. Like I know we're getting heaps out of it recording, but I just think it's really important stuff. And yeah, I can't wait to share it with you. So pray for us. I hope that you get something out of it. All right, God bless.